Hi everyone, so today I'm helping my sister move to her new apartment. That's why the car is filled with a lot of stuff. And after that, I'm going to plant style her apartment. So that will be fun. I'll be sharing with you my tips and tricks on how to plant style an apartment for someone who is not a plant collector and just like really using house plants as home decor for small apartments. So that should be fun and I'm excited, but first we have to unload all of this stuff. The apartment tour. So what you have is an east-facing window, which is not bad. What is that? So we unloaded some of the stuff, mostly kitchen and cleaning stuff, and we are going to unpack everything. So once we kind of like have unpacked her stuff and then also clean up the space, put up some of the furnitures, I'm gonna come back in here and plant style the apartment. The thing is though, when I do it, she might not have all her furnitures yet, but all she's waiting on, I believe, is a couch. And she's also looking to get a media console for her TV. So that's pretty much it. It's not gonna be a lot, but there's going to be a lot of space for plants, which is I love. She has like floor to ceiling windows. It is east facing / southeast facing, so that will be great for plants, even though she's at a lower level in her apartment building. So yeah, I'm excited to help her set up her place. So I'm gonna go get working. So now I'm building the Ikea dressers for my sister, and it's a little bit messy. So we have a dining table that we got at Ikea yesterday, and we kind of stuck up her kitchen already. So I finished one dresser and there's another dresser to go, but here's kind of like the setup for now. This is the dining, this is the lamp that could be a lighting for the dining, and the sofa would go here, the side table there. I'm about to head to my sister's place and I'm bringing plants for her and I'm going to decorate her place with my plants. You kind of get the theme here, and I'll explain later why I chose those plants, but I think you can guess why. So I'm bringing the Ruby Ficus elastica next. This is how I packed it in the car. Kind of nervous, but hopefully it will be okay. I don't know how you movers do it, moving with your plants and everything, but hopefully this doesn't get damaged or not a lot of damage by the time I bring it up to my sister's apartment. Okay, so I made it to my sister's apartment, and here are all the plants that I brought to decorate her apartment. And as you can see here, there's a theme going on with the plants that I brought. I brought mostly low light plants and low maintenance plants. And this is a 600 square foot apartment, but I'm mostly just decorating her living space. I'm not touching her bedroom, her bathroom, and maybe just a little bit in the kitchen, but mostly it's just the living area. And this is important when you're bringing home plants with you, whether you just want plants as home decor or you're an avid plant collector. The things that you really need to consider is your lifestyle, how busy you are, how much time you can give to take care of your house plants. My sister has a busy corporate job, so she needs very low maintenance plants. And number two is the amount of light that you can give them. She has floor to ceiling southeast windows, which is great. She's also in the lower level of her building, and there's buildings blocking the sun. So that's why I still chose low light plants for her instead of giving her plants that are gonna need a lot of bright light. So yeah, I'm really excited to show you how I'm gonna decorate her space with this house plants. I got the ZZ plant, the neon pothos, the snake plant, the Hoya compacta, enjoy pothos over here, this Synapsis exotica, and she does want a pop of color with her plants, so I got her some orchids, the Stromathe Trio Star, and the Ruby Ficus elastica as a floral statement plant. And this one is originally hers actually, so I'm just like bringing it back to her. But yeah, so let's go ahead and decorate her living space. This is her living space. She got her couch already, but she's still missing like the middle part of it, which is gonna come later, but that's okay. And she has the floor lamp over there, which doesn't have a lot of light, so we're actually gonna switch out the light in that later on. In her dining area, So this is pretty much the space that we're working with. And her windows are in this section. So as you can see, there's a lot of light coming in. With this one, it has this light, which is not so bright. So I'm gonna go change it out. Yeah, so this one is brighter and a little bit warmer, which is the kind of light that she wants. But of course, this one consumes a little bit more electricity, so I don't know if she wants that. But I'm gonna put this one in for now because I think this one would benefit the plants in her space as well as something that could brighten up her room as well. So on this corner, right next to the southeast facing window, I'm gonna put the Ruby Ficus elastica. Not only it would make a great statement houseplant right next to the couch, but also it's going to be right next to the southeast facing window, and that is the plant that is going to need most light out of all the plants that I brought into her apartment. And I got this plastic saucer. This is $5 from Lowe's, so I'm going to put it right there before I put the plant on it, and this would help greatly when she needs to water the houseplant. And that's how she's looking in that corner. It looks so beautiful. So for the side table, I am placing the orchids right there. I think it's a good balance with the Ruby Ficus elastica on that side, and it looks pretty on that side table with the crystal. Coffee table, just to break away from the pinks with the Ruby Ficus elastica and the orchid, I'm putting the Syndapsis exotica. That looks really pretty in there as the main decor for the coffee table. She wants to keep it minimal. And in this corner between the laundry room and the bathroom, I'm gonna put the ZZ plant just like to break out the greenness and the monotony of this area. Plus this is a ZZ plant, so it can be a little bit farther away from the southeast facing window, and ZZ plants do well in low light. So I'm just gonna put it right here on this little plant stand. So here at her dining table, this is where she eats, but this is also where she works when she's working from home. So I don't want to over clutter it or put plants that are hard to move when she needs to. So I'm putting this Romantic 3-star, again, just going with the theme of the Ruby Ficus and the orchid, and just put it here right in the middle. It gives it a pop of color, but when she needs to move it, it's very easy to move and put away when she needs the entire space for working or when she's eating. But to give this corner a pop of color as well, I'm putting this neon pothos on top of her kitchen cabinet, and since this one is trailing, it's going to cascade beautifully on this side. And what's great about this neon pothos is in a self-watering pot, and usually this water lasts for about 2 weeks. So if I put it up there, she doesn't have to constantly bring this plant down in order to just water it. She only has to do it like every 2 weeks, and it's going to be great. And look, it's so lush and beautiful. It's going to look good over there. And on her media console, I have the snake plant over there, and I put the Android pothos and the Hoya compacta on the shelf of her media console. She still needs to kind of like attach the backing of that and also put some other decor. So I didn't want to fill it out with too many plants, just this two. And what I like about those is they grow pretty low. So even if they continue to grow, they're not going to hit the top of the shelves, and they'll be good. And if it grows too long or trade too long, it's like easy to just prune them to maintain their size and shape. And that's how I plant styled my sister's apartment. Do you like it? Let me know down in the comments. It might be a bit minimal for some, but for her, this is just the right amount of plants for her space. But I did like how it turned out with the different types of plants that we have in here. Although they're mostly low light and low maintenance plants, we still had a good variety, and it gives very different textures and colors in the apartment. It's really ties in all together, but also a character each on of its own, and really livens up the space. But yeah, that's it for this plant styling video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like it, just give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, please do subscribe. I come up with videos every week, and if you haven't yet, check out these videos up here until my next one. But until then, I see you, I appreciate you. Take care of yourself and each other, and have a plantiful day. Bye.